Hello, this is Kylie from Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we are going to go over how to use the iFrame generator tool. And what an iFrame is it allows you to embed an external web page into your KW command site. So as an example, we have our scottleroymarketing.com site that we would be able to put into the KW site. So when you click on a page, this is what you'll see. And it's actually quite simple. So the first thing you'll want to do is make sure you're all logged into Command. And once you've done that, in another tab, you're going to want to open the web page that you want to embed into your site. And then once you do that, the final step is to open iFrame Generator. And you can do that by visiting iframe-generator.com, and we'll go ahead and link that as well. But this is what the page will look like. It'll have this blue banner across the top, and you'll see all these editable text box. So once you have those three tabs open, we're going to start by creating the code itself. And so you'll want to go ahead and copy the URL from the top here. And then you're going to go ahead and paste it right here to where it says iFrame URL. And you can see that it includes the HTTP and all that, so you'll just keep it as is. And before we hit generate, we just want to change some settings. You're going to want to change the scroll bar setting to yes. And then at the top here, we're going to change the size. So it defaults to pixels, which is totally fine. You can set it to whatever size you would like. Just note that if you do use pixels, you will have to tell the code to center itself, and we'll go over that in a sec. But by default, we tend to recommend using percentage and going 100 by 100%. So this will take up the whole page, and you won't have to worry about centering or how it's appearing on mobile or any of those other items. So once you change those settings, you can go ahead and click Generate. And you'll just want to note that not all URLs are going to work with this tool. It really depends on the privacy setting of the site that you're looking to embed. And a good way to test is if you hit Preview, it'll open another tab, and you'll actually see part of the website appear. So it appears in this small box. And if it doesn't work, you're not going to see anything on this screen, meaning that the privacy settings are set in a way where you're not able to embed it. And so once you have that code generated, go ahead and copy it, and let's head over to Command. From there, you can create a new page on my agent site. Get that created. And I always like to give it a name first in the top left, just so then when the page automatically saves, it's saving the name with it right off the bat. Now to paste that code, go ahead and open Content Blocks and click and drag the text box over. And you'll just want to note that in order to save the page, you're going to need to include a widget. We recommend using the Download My App widget because of its size, and it pretty much looks good on every page. So once you have your widget, go ahead and click in that text box. We're going to get rid of this and go ahead and paste the iFrame code. And just to make sure it saves correctly, I always like to click off to the side here. And you'll notice nothing's going to happen at first. You'll just see the code. That is perfectly fine. So next we'll have to configure the widgets. So come down to Configure Widgets, and you'll make sure you want to scroll through here, save and apply. And once all your widgets are saved, go ahead and save changes. Would you like to publish your page? Go ahead and click Yes. And let's add it to the site. So we're just going to call this iFrame. Okay. So once that's saved, you can go back to Agent Site Pages, click on the blue URL here, and let's see if it worked. Perfect. So as you can see, it does take up the entirety of the page, and if you scroll down, you'll eventually get down to the download the app widget that we put in. And it's actually as easy as that. If you do have any questions on iframing, feel free to send us over an email to support@scottleroymarketing.com. Have a great day.